Close.
Bass. Yeah, the fish is called the bass. The instrument is called the bass, the double bass. So this is a double bass. Some people call it a string bass or a bow fiddle. Like the old timers might call it a bow fiddle. But string bass, double bass, contrabass is another word for this instrument. So it has lots of names. How many of you have a nickname?
I have like 10.
You have 10, yeah. So this double bass has a lot of nicknames too. This instrument, the double bass, is part of the string family. And regrettably, I left part of my violin package at Wausau West. I teach at Wausau West and Wausau East. I'm the orchestra teacher there. So if you transfer someday to Wausau Public Schools and you wanted to play a string instrument, I would be your teacher eventually. So this is a violin, okay? It's rather petite. This is a full-size violin. They don't get bigger than this.
It's like that big. My brother has a violin.
It is, he does, yes, your brother might have one. It is similar. Like, if you wanted to take string instrument lessons, you might go to the Wausau Conservatory of Music. Yeah, some of you go to Wausau Conservatory for music lessons. I teach over there too. So this is a violin. It's tiny, tiny, tiny. And it makes kind of high sounds. We'll talk about that later.
We need a bow.
Yeah, guess who forgot their silly bow at school?
You did.
Guess who has a concert later today?
No.
Guess who's gonna have to go back to school and get their bow?
No.
It's okay. I'm at school all day. So this is a violin. We usually play it up on our shoulder, and it's just teeny tiny and small. And smaller instruments in the brass family and in the woodwinds families make higher sounds. Same thing in the string instruments. The smaller instruments make generally higher sounds. You can make some low notes on here too. That's a pretty low sound, but I can go. Okay, so if you're interested in seeing some of these, the Wausau West Orchestra has their concert. It's just a few blocks away at 7 o'clock on Monday over in the auditorium there. And it's free, and anyone can come, and they're really nice kids that play very well. Okay, so that's violin. And the instrument, though, that Mr. Peters asked me to come and show you is this bass, okay? And it has, just like all the string instruments have, 4 strings.
4 ginormous.
Yeah, 4 ginormous strings, okay? And the back of the instrument's kind of plain, but it's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, this is a really nice one. This is a really nice one. The front of the instrument has these 2 holes. Those are called, any guesses? They're named after an alphabet letter.
SS.
F, they're F holes. They kind of look like S, don't they? But they're called F holes. And then, like, this is also named after an alphabet letter. C, they're called the C bouts, okay? This piece here is called the tail piece, like as if you had a little tail. And this thing down here that I have pulled out is called the what?
Button.
It would be on a violin, but on a cello or a double bass, it's called the end pin. Okay, the end pin. So, and it kind of holds it up so it makes it the right height for me, because I'm kind of tall, all right? Well, when I was in 5th grade and I played the double bass, I had to have a smaller one, and I had to put it lower to the ground. But now that I'm pretty tall, I just raise it up to be the right height. Now, the strings, let's see here, this is called the neck, so it's kind of like our neck. These are called the shoulders, they're kind of like our shoulders. And this is called the, anyone know?
Head.
Yeah, it's a scroll, it's a scroll, it's kind of got that scrolly shape, you know? And then these are the tuning keys, the tuning mechanisms. And this bass has something special, it's called a C extension. And what it does is normally the instrument has a G string, that's the high string, then a D, and then an A, and then an E. But this bass is extra special. When I take these keys, it can make a low C. And when I take the bow, let's pencil. When I take the bow, take a listen here. Isn't that an interesting sound? Listen again. Listen again. You ready to listen? Ooh. You hear that? Normally these instruments would have this as the lowest in the note. Ready to listen? But because this is so low and the string vibrates so wide, I have to change some of the things I do with my bow hand to control the string. You see how I have to slow down? Because it's so low, I have to slow down. I could play fast notes here if I wanted to, right? But I have to change what I do, okay? Interesting?
Yeah.
Questions? Yes?
Can you play something?
Yeah, why don't I play something?
Bluey.
No, you don't play
I don't know
Bluey. Wait, could you do the Harry Potter song?
Maybe. Tell you what, I brought for you a couple songs that my students have been working on. Okay, my high school students have been working on, and I can play a little bit of song for you. First, I'm gonna play a sonata for you. It's very, very old music. It's written by a man named Benedetto Marcello. Can you say Benedetto? Marcello. Benedetto Marcello. Now say it like you're like eating pizza. Benedetto Marcello. Perfecto. All right, and this is called Sonata Number 2. Are you ready to listen? Okay, this was written for a different instrument called a viola da gamba, which is kind of like the ancestor of the string family instruments, okay? So it was shaped a little different, it worked a little different, but we use this music still today because it's very important. Are you ready to listen?
Yes.
Okay. Sonata Number 2. It's the Adagio movement. Have you talked about tempo words, about speed words a little bit?